you going, guys? Steve here from Australian 4x4 Adventures, and this time around I'm finally in the new YouTube studio. Yes! Oh, this is so cool. There's going to be a couple of people who go, oh, it's not a YouTube studio. It's always going to be someone that's going to give me crap for it, and I kind of hate using the term because it's really just my garage that I've set up with a whole bunch of stuff in it that I can film in. Just make my life a whole lot easier for doing product reviews and talking to you. All the stuff that's not out in the tracks, especially during Rona at the moment where we still can't get out because Victoria, yes, the place to be in lockdown. Today is the day that we beat the world record for most lockdown city in the world. Go us. Anyway, I'm just going to give you a really quick tour of the new place here. So I'm stoked with it. It's absolutely fantastic. I've got two products that I'm going to be going through today. Both of them from Sea to Summit. Had them for a little while. I was wanting to do some more testing on them before I done a review, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we're getting out of Dodge anytime soon. So I'm just going to have a quick chat about them, give you a bit of an impression on what they're like, and go from there. First off though, how good is this? It's just, I know it's very white at the moment. I've still got some more styling, some more bits and bobs to do in it, but at the moment, it's getting there. So really quick rundown, I'll show you. So, the idea is, obviously, tripod there so I can be standing on that side of the bench talking to you. Little tripod on the side there for an extra view and whatnot. Along the back there, so essentially that's just the toilet in there. Anyone who's followed me on social medias will have seen a fair bit of this because I've done this on my Instagram and Facebook. So this isn't totally new, but it's new for you guys on YouTube. So toilet, sink, hot water service, little bar fridge for the turkeys. From there, it's basically just bench the whole way around and a hell of a lot of cupboard space. Just cupboards, and drawers. On the back side, I haven't done anything on this side. Mainly because I just want to keep it open so I can grab things quicker, go from there. Essentially it's just a giant shed that I can do some filming in. That I'm calling the YouTube studio so I can cop some crap from some not so nice people occasionally. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I need some stuff to go up in here, whether it be stickers, bits and bobs, stuff along the background. So if you've got a sticker or something else and you want to send it and it's going to go up in the background for here, by all means shoot me a DM on Instagram or on here. We'll sort it out, get something sent across, and I'm going to try and just make this a bit more decorative and a bit nicer. If you're a sponsor looking to sort of get some product in, hoping to fill the background up down there with some sponsored product, just so it's there in the background, sort of helps me out, helps you guys out. Win-win kind of, hopefully anyway. Other than that, super excited to use this place. How about we get into this review? Alright, so into the review side of it. I'm so excited to be using this place for actually what I built it for. This is cool. I'm just super excited about it. Alright, so Sea to Summit sent me about almost 6 months ago now, and I told them I was building a house, don't have time to do it. I'll do it when I get around to it, and they were super cool about it. There was no pressure. I did get these for free. No payment, so I'm not being paid to say anything. I'm not being paid to do this video. This is out of my own fruition. All they wanted me to do was actually do a couple of posts on Instagram because they were having a sale on the products. That's done, all happy days. Didn't have to say anything good or bad about it. It was just a, hey, this is a product, check it out. And that's done. For that though, I got some pretty cool things. I wanted to actually try and go out and use these, but you know, Uncle Dan, you know. So I got two things. One, I've got a 20 litre water bladder. So this essentially can replace a 20 litre plastic jerry can. So I've got one on the hold, I'll show you. This can replace this, which I think is pretty cool. Mainly because, not so much when you're using it, because these things work really well. They fit inside jerry can holders really well. You get the little spout on the outside, Everything just works nicely. They're a good cheap thing overall. I like them. Having said that, this is going to be fantastic for that little bit of extra water to take with you. Mainly because when it's empty, it doesn't fit in my pocket, but it folds down to next to nothing, so it's easy storage. And everyone knows in full driving terms, storage is absolute king. You need more of it, so being able to pack things down nice and small is definitely the way you need to be going with it. As well as that, I got you wouldn't actually believe it, this is a full queen size mattress, 100mm thick, and it folds into this. So this is, I got this as a replacement mattress for my swag. I've got the Darchi, what is it, the 1400 Dirty D, I think it is. So it's the biggest one they make apart from their, what do they call it? The Dawn to Dusk. It's too big, it's like a bloody small tent. This swag's big enough as it is, so I got this as a replacement one for that. Only thing I've done to this is, because they recommend it, open it up, let it sit for 24 hours to expand properly, then I roll it back up, put it back in this so I can show you guys what it does overall. So I'm just going to be quickly talking about these two today. This isn't a go buy one, this isn't a I think they're fantastic. This is just because I haven't used them properly yet. This is just my first impressions of what this one does, how this feels overall. You guys can make your own damn mind up on if they're good or not. So I'm going to do this in two stages. So one, I'm going to actually set this one up first and let it expand. So you basically just wait for that to expand. It does take, I think it's at around 10 minutes. There's a fact sheet here. I should check it. Well, that took longer than I was expecting. So it's saying here between 5 and 10 minutes after the first expansion, which meant to leave it out for 24 hours. Leave mat to self-inflate for 5 to 10 minutes. So that's pretty damn quick. 9 times out of 10, you get to a campsite, you set your swag up, you're done, then you crack a can and you muck around for the next couple of hours before you go to bed. So it's ample amount of time for these things to actually inflate. Cool, so let's get these out of the way. See what it does. I really liked, when I was packing it up for the first time, I was thinking, oh, this thing is not going to get back in the bag whatsoever. It's not going to happen. But they've got this little shoelace type arrangement on the side of the bag, which expands the bag dramatically from what it was when it was first packed up. Because this thing was freaking tiny. Well, this is phallic. I reckon though, this is probably just going to live in my swag, so I won't actually be putting it back in a bag at all. There's a couple of valves on the end here. So I think you can undo both of them, which opens it right up. I think that one there allows for air to go in only, so you can blow it up if you really wanted to. But I think you take them both out. That allows for full expansion. Potentially unroll it, flip him over. That's it so far. Alright, so a couple of really quick details about this before we start following up and have a look at it. You can tell I've had a play with it before because it's all dirty and a little bit of water left in it still. The mattress is still inflated. It just feels thick and nice. Currently they're a 3D printed strap, which basically you can use as a carry handle. I had this full the other day, just having play with it, and it's definitely strong enough to hang it off and everything else. So if you wanted to hang this up in camp like that, carry it around, it's pretty good for that. The filler cap is a little different to normal. So there's a couple of different versions of it. So one, you basically pull this open there, and it's a little tiny hole on the end there. From there, this is a 2-part lid, so you can basically unscrew half of it, and that opens and shuts the valve. So if that's laying down, you can open that up, and that basically acts as a drink bottle filler. So you can fill up at a slow rate rather than having it under the whole thing and just no. So that's pretty well filled out overall, I think. Alright, so I've just come outside, I've hung it on the trailer here, just to show a bit of a really quick demonstration of what the shower attachment would look like. So you sort of probably sling a rope over a tree or something like that, hike it on up there, got the shower attachment on there, and then the shower. It's actually not, obviously you don't want water coming out everywhere because it's limited water, but being a darker colour as well, you could probably leave this out in the sun, probably warm up nicely, so you end up with a half reasonably warm shower out in the bush. Definitely keeping the wife happy. Alright, so And besides not being a wally, tank water, you know, just because. Oh my god, why did I kneel on stones? Alright, so it's pretty much just unscrew the lid. Well, that's hard, isn't it? Probably the only thing I've noticed, which I reckon could have been a nice handy feature, if these handles extended on top, so when you're filling it like this, I suppose you could do it with a tap, a hose or something, but just when you fill it like this, you got to hold it somehow. And it's getting full, it's getting heavy. Probably the only criticism so far. There's probably going to be more because it's me. So I mean, though, trying to hold it now because it's almost full. Just lucky I got all those muscles. So that's full. Looking at the handle, it's a strong handle. Even if it's using one of them, that's pretty cool. Alright, welcome to my new garage. One more on the way. So it happens that this one's currently in that. It's empty. So I was wondering about whether they'd actually fit inside a jerry can holder and if it's a plausible spot to put them. I'll do that. Probably isn't ideal. But in the same note, there's no reason you couldn't put an hockey strap over that to hold it nice and tight. And once it's in there, it's not really going to go anywhere. You could also undo this and strap it around there, which I might just quickly do just to show that it can be done. Yeah, so that's actually properly strapped in there now, so there's no way that could fall out whatsoever. Might flop around a little bit, which wouldn't be ideal, but it is what it is for now. This is probably more how I envisaged using it overall. Putting it up somewhere high, out of the way, it's pliable so it fits around everything, and then you can still use it to access water and whatnot from there. So that, I really need to stop putting water in my garage. That works a treat in that regard there. So it's a little bit nicer for filling up pots than everything else. It's nice. Alright, so I reckon this is absolutely perfect down here. In the footwell, back behind the driver's seat, passenger seat, whatever, underneath the kids' feet, it's strong enough, they're not going to damage it, and as the water goes down, it gets thinner and thinner, so it takes up less and less room. Once it's fully empty, you can either leave it there just on the ground, or you can fold it up, put it away in the drawers overall. Same thing for here. If you don't want to have to get it out, say you're on a track, quickly want to fill up a drink bottle, stop. There it is, done. Now I'll fill out my car. That's awkward. Same thing, that can be pulled out, pushed in. Probably wouldn't stand on it if an adult, probably can. Can you stand on it as an adult? I can see another test coming out. Kids standing on it, whatever, it's not going to be a drama. I think we're about to find out if an adult can stand on it though. Alright, so this could end really badly. Hey! Alright, that's pretty damn strong. That's strong. I'm not a light person at all, and for me to be able to stand on that 1 foot as well, and it not burst or do something stupid, clearly well built. Mattress is going well. So I'm actually really surprised at how strong that was. For me to be able to stand on that and not burst the seam, not leak anything, pretty damn well overall. Am I going to use it overall from what I've had to play with for the last couple of weeks? Probably, yeah. I reckon I will. I reckon I'm still going to have the plastic jerry can on the back of the car, because I reckon that's really easy with the tap on the back there to be able to get it out of the jerry can holder. Main thing would be if you don't have, I need this thing mat. It's like a pig. I don't know where I got that from. If you don't have a jerry can holder on the back, so something like a Razzler bar, ARB bar, whatever, then obviously these things are going to be pretty useless to you anyway. And these are actually pretty hard to carry inside a car, and these nozzles are notorious for getting broken off inside cars. They're a bit of a pain in the ass. So I think this would be a brilliant, absolutely brilliant alternative to this if you're just in a wagon or in a ute by yourself. If you've already got a jerry can holder, I think these things are probably slightly better. I'm probably still going to use this as well though, especially now that I've got Toby. Drinks a hell of a lot of water, that kid. My God, he drinks some water. He's only 18 months old. I reckon I'm going to have a jerry can in the back and probably put this behind the seat just as extra water. And I'll probably dump this into this when this one becomes empty, mainly for the bigger trips. Normally a weekend trip, 20 litres is more than enough. But if you do sort of like a week and a half, 2 weeks, you're definitely going to need a little bit of extra water. I would definitely buy it. Yes, I got it for free. You know, lucky me, whatever. Not, as I said, not sponsored, not paid. No other reason other than to say I think it's a good product. Internally as well, which I forgot to mention before, it's actually got internal baffles in there. So for 2 reasons. Mainly so it actually keeps it stronger. So essentially there's ribbing from one side to the other to join it all together so it can't expand too much. And it also stops that slushing of water around in the back. So if it's in the back of the four-wheel drive, get a little bit lower, you're not going to get that slushy noise in there, take a pee every 2 seconds, just because there's a whole bunch of water getting slushed around the back of your car. So that's the water bladder done and dusted, I think. This has been out for maybe 20 minutes now, so I'm going to set up the swag, pull the old batteries out, chuck this one in, probably have a lay down, because you know, I can. So watching that back in time lapse, it was heaps quicker than what it actually took in real life. God, it's been ages since I set up a swag because I haven't been able to go camping anywhere. So anyway, so I've laid the two mattresses out side by side, partly so I can just compare the actual size to make sure it's all going to fit, and the thickness. Seems to be a hell of a difference in thickness there. I'm getting slightly older. Today may or may not be my birthday, so you know, yeah, another year around the sun. Thank you very much. Oh, birthday in ISO too. That's fun. Yeah, so I'm giving myself a birthday present. There you go. So getting a little bit older, obviously, I like a comfy bed. So having a decent thick mattress that hopefully fits inside the swag and rolls up just as nice so the swag doesn't go massive on me, that's going to be a massive bonus overall. So let's just look at the thickness to start with and see where that goes. So side by side apparently, side by side, that is about 50mm. It's the standard mattress that comes with the Dachi DDD. Never really had a drama with it. It's just, yeah, you know. This one, that's 100mm, which is ginormous in comparison. So if I put this, that's probably a fair look at it there. So I'll hold that down flat. It's pretty much double the thickness, which is hopefully going to be pretty comfy. Oh my God, this is awesome. Come for a roll with me. This is good. So this one's, I can, like, it's squishy, it's nice. Like, I can't touch the ground. Like, I sit up, my butt just touches the ground if I sit up. But here, it feels like I'm on an inflatable mattress, like one of those big, thick 300mm thick ones, but not as bouncy. Feels nice so far. If I go back, oh Jesus! There. So now I'm on the factory on the Dachi one, laying on it. My ass is already touching the ground. My shoulders are touching the ground. If I sit up, it's hard. Like, you can feel it on your ass. It just sort of digs into the ground because I'm on concrete. So I notice that when if I don't clear out from under the swag properly to start with, I can feel sticks and stones underneath everything. Oh, get back to this one. Oh. So from first impressions, hell yes, this is pretty cool. Alright, how about, I'm just going to chuck this in the swag now, make sure it all fit. Actually, I'm going to drag that one over on top of this one first, compare the size. Then I'll chuck this one inside the swag, have a bit of a lay down again, and then I'm going to pack the swag up with this in it and make sure it actually rolls up properly and it deflates and it's still usable. It needs to still be usable. I don't want to have to take this in and out every time I want to pack it away in it, because then it's just another thing to carry. So let's do that. This is a really bad angle for my chin. And this way so I don't make it dirty. Line out. That's identical size. I think the only difference being, that'll be cool. Both of them together. No, the only difference is these have slightly rounded corners. This one's pretty much square. Only difference I can notice so far for sizing wise. So it should be a perfect fit. Beautiful snug fit in there. The camera ever picks up the light, probably won't. But that's pretty much edge to edge, whole way around. It's like I was bloody made for it. That's a perfect fit overall. You can make it slightly harder by just blowing into the end of it, because there's a one-way valve on the end. So then you can basically make it as hard as you want. So you can probably get a compressor out and do that as well. You can just do it by hand, by mouth. It's weird. Just to make it a little bit harder if you really wanted to really make it like a firm mattress. I'm not sure if I will or won't do that. If it's, don't know. I'll play that by ear. But probably watch out for future trips for that one, because I reckon I'll play around with that when I actually get to use it. What I'll do now though is I'll just pull the plugs. So I'm going to do it as if I was just going to pack up first thing in the morning. So pull the plugs and pack the swag up straight away. So I'm not going to wait for the air to go out or do anything else. Just pull it, pack it down, done. So we'll see how that works. Alright, so just to discover the first problem with it. I wanted to put the valves up the top of the bed, so I could just open up the door and do it from there. The drama with this swag is that's where you roll it from as well. So you roll it from the top down to the bottom. But it means I'm going to be rolling the valves up first, which isn't going to work for me. So I'm going to have to turn the mattress around to the valves down the bottom. And it means I'm going to have to obviously climb in there, get to the bottom of the swag, open and shut the valves to do it that way. Which isn't a huge thing, I guess, but it's just, I don't see any other way around it for Sea to Summit. This is more of a swag issue. So maybe if your swag rolls the other way, like you roll from the bottom to the top, that would work fine, but this one rolls from the top to the bottom. There you go, first drama. I think that roll up only smaller than what the other mattress did. That's tiny. Well, I'm excited about that. Alright, so that rolled up heaps easier than what it normally would with the old mattress in it. Granted, I did take out one sleeping bag, so it's slightly less in there. Alright guys, so that is going to be about it from me. So that's my very quick rundown of the water bladder bag thing down there and the Sea to Summit self-inflating double mattress, I think it was. I think it's a queen nearly, but I think it's actually a double. I reckon they're bloody fantastic. Obviously, I don't know 100%. I haven't had a chance to use them, but I just really wanted to get this information out to you because I think they're good products. I think. Haven't had a chance to use them enough to know. But I'm definitely going to be using them on my trips. Go buy them, don't go buy them. I really don't care what you do. As long as you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, you can do whatever the hell you want. So, as always, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Trying to bring it back to you, trying to get back into the channel. Share it around, tell your friends about it. Obviously, as always, I'll see you next week.